Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and once again, we're going to play Clue. For those of you that don't know, this is the digital adaptation of the popular board game. You can find this on Steam for roughly $12, $13, something like that. It includes one theme pack, basically one map and one set of characters. If you are sick of that theme and want to see something different from game to game, you can buy into the Season Pass, which includes, I believe, 6 or 7 different themes and sets of characters that you can choose between. But the Season Pass is roughly $35, so I guess only the hardcore folks would actually buy that. But hey, if you like Clue that much and you're tired of seeing the same standard map and characters, then hey, the Season Pass is there for you if you want to buy it. Alright, let's go ahead and play against the AI. The developer gave me access to the Season Pass, so I can show you anything. I have covered every single theme in prior videos, so go check those out if you haven't already. I'm going to go ahead and just pick one at random. Vampire Castle, sure. And then I'll pick Plum. He's my go-to guy. And we'll pick everyone in the vampire theme. Alright. Ooh, spooky. Okay, so one suspect, one weapon, and one room enters the secret pouch. We each get 3 cards, and it looks like I've got kitchen, amulet, and crossbow. Let's roll the dice, see what we get. 5. Not a great starting number. That limits our rooms to the throne room or the graveyard. I can do one of 2 things, obviously. The throne room, I could go there first and then duck into either the bedroom or the crypt and then take the secret passage diagonally to the opposite side. Or I could just go to the graveyard and then go to the lab after that. Either way, let's go to the throne room. Okay, so we have no suspect cards, so it doesn't really matter which one I pick. Anyone could have any of these cards. So I'll just start with mustard. Now, we've got 2 weapons already crossed out. So what I can do is I can choose either crossbow or amulet. That guarantees that I'll eliminate either a suspect or a room. So I guess we'll just choose the amulet. Suggest that. And Scarlet has the throne room. Now, that's a terrible first turn because I wanted to see people pass and pass and pass. That would eliminate more options for me. Because if Scarlet didn't have mustard or throne room, or White didn't have mustard or throne room, and then this person did, you know, I could sort of eliminate what those other people had in terms of the other cards that weren't shown to me. All right, hit continue. Let's see what Scarlet does. Looks like she's headed to the crypt. She's accusing herself with the amulet. Now, I have the amulet. Oh, green showed her something. What was it? We don't know. So, let's try and figure this out. Green either has Scarlet or crypt. I've got the amulet, so green definitely doesn't have that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this with a 1 and mark the crypt with a 1. There we go. So green could possibly have Scarlet or the crypt. We don't know. White rolls an 8. Goes to the bedroom. Man, Scarlet's getting accused all over the place. Silver bullet. Bedroom. Okay, so mustard showed White something. All right, again, let's do process of elimination here. Okay, so... Oh, interesting. So from that turn, we discovered that green does not have Scarlet. So let's eliminate that 1 here. That leaves... Okay, so now we know that one of green's 3 cards is the crypt. I'm going to go ahead and hit a check mark here. Okay, so we still have to fill in some things here. Okay, so what did Mustard show? Did Mustard show Scarlet? Did Mustard show the silver bullet? Or did he show him the bedroom? Could have been either or. Okay, so we marked those all with ones to indicate that Mustard may have one of those three cards. Or does have one of those three cards. We just don't know which one. And green. Oof, I guess he rolled a 2. Didn't get very far. White with the amulet in the throne room. Okay, so I gotta show the amulet. Now, in the future, I'm going to want to show the amulet as much as possible and prevent my other 2 cards from being revealed. I don't want to show anyone else the crossbow or the kitchen if I can help it. I'm trying to limit how much information I show to other players. Wow, that's a lot of passing going on there. Holy cow. All right, so let's take a look here and see what happened. Okay, so Mustard showed something. Was it Plum? Let's go ahead and mark him with a 1. Was it the silver bullet, which this would be the second time that he possibly showed that card, or the lab? I'll go ahead and mark that with a 1 as well. Actually, you know what? Let's do this in the right order. In this case, we've already got a 1, so let's make sure the numbers are correct. We'll do 2, 2, yeah. Okay, so Plum, number 2, because we've already got the 1s marked. The lab and the silver bullet and Scarlet were shown there the first time. The second time it was Plum, silver bullet, and lab. So I marked those with 2s, and so it could have been the silver bullet that was shown twice or the lab that was shown twice. So it's probable that he's got one of these 2. I just don't know which. Okay. Anything else? I'm looking at my little notepad here, seeing if there's something else that jumps out at me. Not really. Okay. Niner. Okay, well, we're in the lab. I'd hate to... Let's go to the main entrance. We haven't been there yet. Okay. Let's... Okay, I want to try and narrow this down. Mustard is pretty far down the chain, so I'd probably want to accuse Plum myself. That way, if he does... It's probable that he might have Plum. And if he does, then he'll reveal that and have skipped 3 other people, unless someone else shows me something else first. To prevent that from happening, I'm going to go ahead and choose the crossbow. So the probability here is that someone is going to show me Plum. It's going to be either going to be Mustard or Peacock, because Scarlet, White, and Green do not have it. So I wanted to save... So by picking Plum, we are assured that no one will show me a suspect too soon. Again, we're trying to get people to pass as much as possible to give me more information. The main entrance, though, that's just up in the air. No one's passed on that yet, so Scarlet could have it for all I know. We'll find out. Okay, interesting. What did he show me? The main entrance. Wow, wasn't expecting that. Okay, so Mustard has that. He could still have Plum, but that's actually good for us because we can accuse Plum again in the future, and, well, myself. And that will be one less thing that people will pass on, or show me early on. That wasn't too bad. The bedroom. Scarlet. Silver bullet. Man, Mustard's just showing everything today. Okay, so it could have been... I'm going to have to start using the threes now. Could have shown Scarlet, which would have been the second time. Silver bullet for the third time, possibly. Or the bedroom, which would have been the second time. So, again, the silver bullet was a common thing in all three instances. Odds are Mustard has it. But he could have one of those other cards as well. We just don't know. That was a terrible turn for white. Okay, so what did green possibly show? Green possibly showed not plum. Plum is one of the guesses, but he passed on plum originally, so he does not have plum. He passed on the amulet. Well, I got the amulet, so it couldn't be that. Library, that's the only thing remaining here. So now we know green has the library as well. That's one less room we have to worry about. Pretty good turn. I like being able to cross stuff off on someone else's turn. Okay, Mustard showed either Scarlet, we'll have to start using number 4, Crossbow, which we have, or the bedroom. So, there is that... The silver bullet has come up 3 times during a Mustard reveal, but it did not come up in the accusation here. In the suggestion, rather, I should say. Accusations are for endgame. But it did not come up in the suggestion here. So he's definitely got either Scarlet or the bedroom. Again, we don't know which one, or he could have both. And he could have the silver bullet, too. Mustard has revealed a lot of information this game. Peacock, Torch, Library. Alright, so Scarlet showed something here. What was it? Could have been Peacock. We'll start with the 1. Could have been the Torch. Not the Library. Looks like Scarlet passed on that originally. So it's either Peacock or the Torch. One of the two. So we do not want to choose those things in a future suggestion, because Peacock could show one of them and then not as many people will pass. I want people to pass. That's what I want. More information. Okay, what did Scarlet show? It was either green. We'll use the number 2 here. A stake. Main entrance, which was passed before. So okay, it's another couple of things we do not want to suggest in the future. We do not want to suggest the Torch or the stake. She could have it. We do not want to suggest Peacock or green yet, because she may have it. So. My turn. I'm stuck all the way over here, huh? 5. I guess we're going to this... Is that the bedroom? Yeah. We could go down to the... Well, let's see. By going to the bedroom, we could find out that Mustard has it. We know that the bedroom is... That Colonel Mustard... There's a very strong possibility Mustard has it. So I know that a number of things will be skipped if I choose bedroom. There's Graveyard, which we have no information on. So it could be that White reveals it. It could be that Scarlet reveals it. You know, let's go with the sure thing. We'll go with the bedroom here. And we can always take the secret entrance or passage on our future turn, assuming we're not moved. As far as who to choose, we could choose Scarlet, because Mustard may have it. We could choose Mustard. No one's ever suggested Mustard from the looks of it, or White. I'm gonna go with Scarlet on this one to get as many people to pass as possible. And as far as the weapon goes, I'm gonna go... The potion, we just don't know. Let's go with the silver bullet. I know that, I bet you Colonel Mustard's got to show one of these three. We just don't know which one. Okay. The bedroom. Okay. So that was shown in the first, third, and fourth suggestion, which means that he could still have the lab. Well, no, because, well, yeah, he could have 2-room cards. That wouldn't be an issue. I'm just seeing if that would eliminate any of these other ones at this point. We found out 2 of his cards. We found out 2 of his cards. So, wow, that's a tough call. You know what? Okay, so in the second suggestion, it was Plum, Silver Bullet, Lab. Okay. So, if he showed out of those 3 things, what could he have shown that would make sense? If he showed Plum, then that would eliminate Silver Bullet and Lab, because he can't have more than 3 cards. I'm thinking he doesn't have Plum, and I'm thinking he doesn't have the Lab. He probably has the Silver Bullet out of all of this, and I bet you Scarlet was just... Scarlet seems to be a common suggestion anyway. I bet you Scarlet's the killer. Either that or Peacock has Scarlet. And Mustard's got the Silver Bullet. But I want to be sure before I start crossing stuff off. But I'm going to mark this with an exclamation point just to suspect that that's probably his 3rd card. Apparently other people have the same idea. Okay, so Mustard either showed... Let's do 5. 5, not helpful. Kitchen. Okay, so here's the thing. Those were the only 2 cards that were shown this time. Okay, it's either this or this. It's gotta be Scarlet or Silver Bullet. And if we look at the 2s... Okay, so we know that it had to be Scarlet or the Silver Bullet this time around, right? It had to be one of those 2 cards. Plum and Silver Bullet were shown in the second suggestion. And in the first suggestion, the Lab, Silver Bullet, and... Okay, so that doesn't... The first suggestion doesn't really help because they involve both. But Scarlet was not in the second suggestion when something was revealed. So I'm thinking he's got the Silver Bullet. I'm going to keep... Again, I'm fairly certain of that. I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to keep the exclamation point when I verify it in my next turn. I think we'll be good to go. Then I'll switch this over to a check mark. But I'm 99% sure that he's got the Silver Bullet, based on the fact that Scarlet was not involved with the second suggestions. Oh, there's that amulet again. Okay, did anything else get crossed off? Nothing I need to know about. Okay. Peacock was passed a few times, but that could mean that Scarlet simply has it. Alright, green. Steak. Lots of passing going on. Again, this would be the second time that Scarlet possibly showed green or the steak. We've got the Lab. It looks like everyone passed on the Lab. We've got our room, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Lab. Okay. I mean, I could choose the Lab on future guesses, but that might tip off the computer that I know what it is, and they may have the same idea. Like, I'm fairly certain it's Scarlet. Or Plum. Oh, Peacock was quick to show something there. What was that? Alright, so it was either Plum, which this is the first time we've seen her card. So one, I've got the crossbow and the throne room she's passed on previously. So we know that she has Plum. So I am safe. As a player and suspect, I am safe. I can now accuse other people without worrying about going to jail. All right, continue. But that furthers... So if it wasn't... It had to have been the silver bullet then. Oh, so it is. It is. It has to be. Because if she doesn't have Plum... If she has Plum, then that means Mustard couldn't have had Plum. Which means that in the second suggestion that Mustard showed, it had to have been the silver bullet. Yeah, that's it. So he's got the silver bullet card. Which means that this player does not have Scarlet because we know what 3 of his cards is. So we'll X off Scarlet here. And that's it. Okay, we don't know of any other... Okay, so I guess I gotta choose the amulet again. So there's a strong possibility that Scarlet is it, unless Peacock's got him. Alright, 9. Okay, the crypt we know Mr. Green has. I don't want to do that. Ideally, I'd like to get to the lab. I want to pick a room that isn't going to be shown to me in the beginning. The bedroom, for example, Mustard has. So that's not going to help me eliminate Scarlet, though. And we still have a weapon to get to. You know what? Let's go to the... Let's go to the bedroom. And Mustard's going to show me that card. We know that. But let's see if I can get the potion eliminated as one of these things. Let's do Scarlet. Let's do potion. Because if Scarlet's possibly shown torch or stake already. So let's just see what happens with the potion. Alright, so there's a good possibility that the potion is our murder weapon. Based on the numbers that I'm seeing here. Again, it's not 100%. We have to get... The way the cards are dealt, everyone, our suspect... To figure out if Peacock has Scarlet or not, either someone else has to guess Scarlet and Peacock has to pass, or... Okay, so Peacock definitely showed Plum. Alright, what was the kitchen? Okay, kitchen... Okay, not helpful to me. I already knew that she had Plum. I've got the amulet, and the kitchen, I've got that as well. So that was just useless information. 3. What a roll. $11. He's going to the banquet hall. Interesting. That hasn't been crossed off yet. We know someone has it. Oh, Mustard showed either... He's got to have shown them the silver bullet. I mean... I'm not even going to bother with this. I mean, we know he doesn't have Mustard. I mean, let's just X these right now. Just put X's all the way down. We know what his 3 cards are. We know what his 3 cards are. We know it's the main entrance, the bedroom, and the silver bullet. So it can't be anything else. 4. A lot of high rollers today. Made it to the kitchen, though. Now, the kitchen, I've got the kitchen, so more than likely I'm showing that. Hey! Someone, okay, so Mustard accused Scarlet, or suggested it was Scarlet, right? Peacock passed on it. Did not show any three of these cards. That means that Scarlet is the killer. Now we just need to find the weapon. Again, signs are pointing to this potion. Alright, I haven't shown either of these cards before. I'm just going to go with the crossbow on that. I need to get to the lab. Peacock crossbow. Okay, so I got to show that crossbow again. Big deal. Okay, so we are here. Give me a high rolling. Yeah, come on, 6. Oh. Well, I can go to the main entrance. That means that... See, that wouldn't help me at all. The main entrance, I know that... Mustard has the main entrance and he's going to reveal it. See, in order for me to figure out if it's the potion or not, I need to land on the lab. Because I need to land on a room that won't be shown to me before I get to the potion. So no matter what I do here, let's go to the main entrance. And that way, if no one accuses or suggests it was me in the future, then I'll be able to get to the lab next turn and hopefully make my accusation then, assuming that no one has the potion. So with this, I'm going to... I mean, again, this is a wasted move because I know that Mustard's going to show me main entrance. So I'm going to pick other things. For example, I might choose just Mustard. And let's just do I don't know if the computer actually keeps track and uses my suggestions to figure stuff out or not, but this is just to throw them off track a bit. Okay, white showed me Mustard. Okay. Nothing too glamorous there. Oh, you know what? That means Peacock has... Oh, Scarlet has Peacock. Because in a previous turn, she passed on the torch. And the other one on this column is Peacock. So that means that she's got Peacock. With those two cards... Alright, let's eliminate that and that. Oops, did not want to do that. Okay. Let's get rid of that one. So Scarlet can only have 2 or 3 cards. We know 2 of them, Peacock and Throne Room, right? So it can either be green or the stake as the third one. It has to be, because she showed one of these 2. Okay. This turn, green showed white. White. So we'll do 2. And it could have been the potion. Oh, he passed on the potion. The main entrance we know Mustard has. So he showed the white card there. Again, that solidifies what we know. We know Scarlet's the killer. And that's all 3 of his cards. So we can X all of these out. Not that it really matters, but... Okay, what did Peacock show? It was either green, which she's passed on before, so that can't be it. Possibly the potion. You know what? She has the potion. That's all there is to it, because she's passed on green in a prior turn. And the lab she's passed on in a it's the lab is one of the rooms. So she has the potion, which means that the torch is the only thing here out of the torch and stake. The torch has not come up yet. So what if it's the torch? Interesting. But that's easier to find out. I don't have to get through 4 people to figure out if it's the potion or not. Now I can just suggest the torch or the stake, and someone will show me what that is, or not, and then I'll know. It's either one of these two. Okay, so we are really close to figuring this out. Really close. A big 4. Look at that. Alright, there's that amulet again. Big old 9. Going to the lab. White. Potion. Well, that didn't help very much. She either showed white, which she's passed on before, the potion, which she has, or the lab. So she definitely has that potion. Definitely has that potion. Well, she didn't pass on white. We know that green has white, so... Alright, so it looks like Peacock is going to the throne room, accusing white, which green has. Alright, what did Scarlet show? Scarlet showed either white, potion... Okay, throne room. She has the throne room, so... Yeah, she showed that. Alright, let's see if we can't get it this turn. 7, good. We just need to enter a room. That's all we need. Preferably something... Okay, so we need to pick a room that would be shown to me... Like, we could go to the lab. Let's go to the lab. I know that the lab won't show me a card. No one will show me the lab card. This will be it right here. So we're just going to choose Scarlet. And it's either the torch or the stake. There's a possibility that Scarlet has the stake. It's come up twice when it was suggested. So let's go with the torch. And I think we've got it. Oh, the torch. So she had the torch. Okay. So that means that in... Huh. Wow. Okay. Well, it's gotta be the stake. So I'm gonna make the final accusation and hope for the best here. I just want to make sure I've got this right. Silver bullet, potion, torch. Okay. Yeah, it's gotta be that. Final accusation, here we come. Everyone's stake. I like how they circle the cards for you to remind you that that's what you circled. Lab. This is it, folks. Dun dun dun. Scarlet. Stake. Lab. It's always Scarlet. It's never anyone else. It's always Scarlet. Alright folks, so there you go, another quick game of Clue. If you guys want to see more gameplay, let me know. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.